It's time for Money Talk.
Hello, I'm Paul Leonard. This is Money Talk. Staying wealthy is not the same as becoming wealthy. Becoming wealthy takes ambition, aspiration, and hard work. But once you've accumulated wealth, it's not a foregone conclusion that you'll keep it. In fact, a study from J.P. Morgan in 2012 says that it seems that there is a strong probability that wealth accumulated will be lost or at least significantly reduced. Of the people on the first list of America's most wealthy, which was produced by Forbes magazine in 1982, only 36 were still on the list 40 years later in 2012. In other words, 91% of the people dropped off of the list. My colleague and advisory partner Riet Kutsia shared some ideas as to why this happened. The first reason is concentration, or having all your eggs in one basket. The second is overspending. Another reason is leverage or gearing. Make no mistake, leverage is a double-edged sword. Yes, it provides an opportunity to increase returns, but it also comes with risk. Of course, borrowing money to make money can be extremely productive. The key is to understand the risks and decide how to mitigate this risk exposure. Leverage magnifies the risk return at both ends, increasing the potential of positive returns while exacerbating the implications of negative outcomes. We don't need to look much further than our own market to highlight these risks. Just consider the case of Steinhoff, which saw a share price collapse at the end of 2017. Not only does the value disappear, but the leveraged position causes banks to call on the collateral provided, making the owner of the shares a forced seller in the market. The next reason that wealthy families can lose their wealth is taxes. In a world where governments have an increased need to raise revenues, the burden falls on high-income earners and wealthy families through various forms of wealth taxes. Taxes on the transfer of assets in an estate from one generation to the next can be as high as 50% in some jurisdictions. Fiscal authorities have tightened the rules on tax havens and formalized the sharing of information between jurisdictions. Some new tax minimization techniques for wealthy families require complex ownership structures, and one of the risks is the disallowance of the entire structure by a taxing authority. Effective tax and estate planning is becoming more important to identify the impact that taxes will have on a family's wealth. It's ever more important to carefully weigh up the risks you are taking on in order to reduce your tax risk. A useful guide is to consider simple strategies that make economic sense. My wealth management office number is 041 373 7999. I'm Paul Leonard for Money